it going, everyone? My name is System Z, and today I am on the Builds Creative server with Mr. Builds himself. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good, dude, and today we have another absolutely gorgeous house for everyone on the Build Review series. This is a really unique property, and once again, we're actually not too far, are we, dude, from the other townhouse that we checked out in the last video.
Yeah, they're pretty distant neighbors. It's right over there in the
Mm-hmm.
same little subdivision. And this one is actually different from, a majority of modern houses. It's kind of
Oh, yeah.
separated into two different ones. We kind of noticed that after checking it out a tad, but
Mm-hmm.
the main little house is back here in the back right behind the guest house, and then it's got this nice porch in the front. It's weird, but when you kind of really understand what's going on, it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I can agree with that. I mean, like you said, it's really unique and it's got a really unusual shape to it. Now, the guy that built this, at least one of them, DragonArts98 here, he likes to build it in this really kind of barn style. And SmithersBoss, he loves building these white modern homes, and you can really see how both of them have come together and really combined to make this very, very unique structure, which is pretty freaking awesome to see. And I left them a little sign from us.
Amazing house reviewed by Builds and System Z. So it seems we've got like a little pattern going here. Like this is our note, kind of like Batman leaves like a stamp.
Yeah, dude, we can call it that. I just like to, leave him like a little comment. It's almost like the YouTube comment section, guys. Like, I massively appreciate it when you leave a comment, and the builders, when they come outside the house and they see new signs and comments from people, they're like, oh, that's cool. So I just like to give back to the builders and just show them that I appreciate what they've done. But anyways, I guess we should get straight into this thing.
Go ahead and get in.
Yeah, let's go.
I actually don't think I did a quick flyby. Let me.
Oh yeah, I'll let you do that,
Show me
dude.
outside.
Let's just get on the outside,
Exactly.
guys. Show you the house itself a little bit more.
It is a really unique shape, but
Mhm.
like the interior, you can just tell it's packed, and like I'm extremely excited to get in here.
Let's go.
All right, you can kind of take it away with this little first.
Oh
bridge
yeah,
like
so
thing.
the first detail that we can really get into, and me and System Z, admittedly, guys, we've kind of reviewed it a few times, but we've had many messed up recordings due to us completely overshooting on video time to me messing up on multiple occasions. But we have a really good understanding of this house now, I guess we could say, and that is a positive. But this
Oh, yeah, we're definitely not seeing this the first time, so it
oh
seems
no.
like we're acting it a bit.
Yeah, we kind of are, but at the same time, it's still an absolutely beautiful house. So underneath this like walkway right here, what we have is we have loads of these unique bushes and little ferns and flowers, and it gives it this gorgeous little effect. And it's kind of like a little bridge which divides the outside to the interior, which is something really cool to just show off in your build.
And it does kind of separate it in a way. 'Cause
Mhm.
you think if this wasn't here, it would just be like a moat type thing.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it does kind of make it feel like once you go into the house, it's its own island almost. It's kind of a little too imaginary. But, I mean, you know what I'm
No,
saying.
I can see where you're coming from, man.
And it also like provides for this little courtyard area.
Mhm.
And like it just kind of I don't know, it all works together really well.
It
I
does.
can't really explain it too much, but it does. I think that was a really good choice to kind of make it feel more like a bridge later in this area. Which this area, by the way, is my favorite.
Favorite
This whole
area.
little
It's my
area.
favorite as well, dude. I mean, we've pointed this out before in clips which you guys wouldn't have seen. But yeah, this is definitely our most favorite area to build. The fact that you have this amazing concept inside your house, like an indoor-outdoor room, that's what I called it. So, you can still sit down, enjoy a cup of coffee, and maybe read a book, or if not, just play on your laptop, stay in the shade, as you can see, and still enjoy the beautiful outdoors.
Yeah, this balcony, or not balcony, but like overhang area.
Mhm.
That and then this wall here with the gate. I feel like those are two very important features, and if they weren't there, this would be a very different design.
Yeah, I
Like
could
it.
definitely agree with that. And another thing that we can know, this is kind of, peeking into the next room, is that you noted in the last one that you love how everything is so low down. So right here, we're at floor level. And if we just come through here, you can also see through this bedroom window that you actually look out onto the floor level itself, which is something really unique and cool.
I
Something
feel like it makes
it's
it
added.
feel a lot more comfortable too.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of feels like you're built into the ground, you've kind of got all these strong surroundings around you. It's almost like you're in some kind of a pocket.
A little shelter type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got the bathroom and everything. Like, it's such a small space, but like with the placement of the walls and everything, it's made really well. And I think that it's not overly crowded or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like you couldn't really add any more to it. It's just kind of the perfect interior, really.
As Corrales would say, perfecto mundo. Yeah, this build is definitely on point, and I love how everything aligns. This bed, mess up number one. This bed, guys, does line up with a window, and it looks pretty fantastic. We also have this nice little rug underneath, which helps separate the bed and the kind of grey trapdoors with the birch flooring. Otherwise, it would be quite plain.
And going back to kind of the courtyard area, not to like stay on it too much, but I noticed it kind of acts as the perfect separator between the guest house and the main house. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
still
does.
all one because of this wall here. It's still connected,
Mhm.
yet it still feels like a backyard and then its own little
Whoops.
house.
And definitely the tree as well. I mean, you would have this open gap space, but the tree really helps fill the emptiness in between the two houses. It might look a little bit peculiar, a bit strange, but thanks to the tree, it adds into that, separation space. And it also adds a bit of life, nature, and color to the build with green leaves, of course, and red apples, which look fantastic, by the way, guys. Awesome tree.
Plus, in terms of atmosphere, it like from the outside you see it, so you kind of automatically assume there's going to be something over here, so it draws you in. That's one main thing.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
at the same time, we made this mistake actually in the last attempt. But this is actually the main entrance. But because
Yep.
this is so, it draws you in so much, it probably makes most people who go through this house go in through this door instead.
Yeah, that's
Which is
sure.
kind of a
I
side
think it's
door.
just when, people, they see a dip, they see a dramatic change in elevation, and they're like, wait, I'm inside the house, but there's like a grass flooring down here, like, I thought this was the inside, and then they realize you got this beautiful inside-outside room, and you got a guest house, and yeah, it definitely brings a unique concept to the build itself, which is really interesting and cool to see. Let's get into the next
So-
room, dude.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with this room, which isn't the main entrance, like we just said, but I think this is probably the most proper area to start. It kind of
Oh, yeah.
gets onto something way better. So, one of the things that I actually pointed out that it's probably like one of my favorite things about this whole interior is that they kind of stuck with the really clean and tidy look. Like, as you can see, the stool is tucked up under this little workstation instead
Yep.
of pulled out. And I think that really helps kind of make it look as modern as it really can be.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful little detail that once again is used to just fulfill space. I mean, imagine this area without this little table and pull-out chair. It would look very bland, wouldn't it, and very plain, but it just does help compensate for that space. And also when we get through here, we have something just absolutely incredible to show you guys.
We almost missed this the
Wow.
first time too.
That is also true.
It's like a sauna
Mhm.
slash. Well, I guess yeah, an entire sauna. I don't really know what
No.
else it could be, but
Originally, until I noticed how fancy this place was, I thought it was a place to dry your clothes and towels. And then I took a closer look at this space. I was like, nah, this is definitely a sauna with a fireplace, these awesome little rocks here. And what do you think these rocks could be used for? Maybe they're just rocks that are in the kind of like coal fireplace.
I think in like any sauna they usually have those. I don't know exactly
Yeah.
what they do, but I'm pretty sure that they're to kind of help produce the steam or something.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe
Probably
like
wet
a
rocks.
certain smell or I'm not sure, guys. I'm just rolling with assumptions here, but It's a really unique and cool idea, and I like how it's also, the middle block is kind of in between the white and the grey, and then we have the two grey stone blocks next to it. All kind of matches the same color palette, which just, is really, really well placed.
It does connect the walls too. Like the outside two walls are kind of whiter, and then the back one is gray, and that kind of brings it all together and makes it more balanced. So I'm glad you pointed that out. I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, and also, just on top of you, man, there's actually the extractor, which is... I just love it when people do all this mechanical stuff, or they put in all these realistic, like, vents and, solar panels. It adds so much more realism to the build, and the fact that, he's got the extractor there so it can take the steam out of the place and not, like, completely, like, smoke the room out is a really nice idea.
And it also makes it look a little bit more, obviously real, but I think it makes it look more alive, because when people build houses that don't have the mechanics like that, everything's just too perfect, and it kind of looks more engineered than...
Yeah, definitely. I can relate with you on that.
That is pretty much all. I think the slide out door...
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the slide out door. So they've actually put this door here so it will fit in between this little gap.
Because of the anvil, I love that.
Incredible. Honestly,
it would dip
just
down
amazing.
If it was like dipped in there, that would be perfect.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, so many people ask me like, "Oh, builds, can I get a showcase?" Or what do I need to do to get a showcase-worthy build? When people are putting this level of detail into their projects, they're even paying attention to that small gap in between the bottom of the door and the flooring. That is when you have a chance to get reviewed, because just the attention to detail and the time put into this place is remarkable. It's amazing.
Leading on, we have would you say this is like the living room area?
Yeah, this is probably the center point of the house. I imagine, if I was living in this place, I'd probably spend most of my time here. You got two big seating areas. Actually, we got like a single seat and then a couch, another water table, and just these, as you pointed out previously, these absolutely gorgeous views from this big window pane right here.
Just imagine that with an ocean out there. That would be perfect.
Oh, yeah, this is amazing.
And I think my favorite part, like overall, like the tree is my favorite on the outside. That courtyard is like, I think my favorite for the exterior. But interior-wise, this like centerpiece is such a great separator.
Oh, yeah, dude. I can agree with you on that. All the elevation, just this room, if you fly up a little bit, it just shows pretty much everything. You can even see the tree through there. I mean, you fly up, you can see all the elevations, the awesome ceiling that we have right here, the surround sound speakers, and it has so much like of a lively kind of feel to the place, it's awesome.
I think it all like is really comfortable too. And then this little dip here that has plant life.
Amazing.
Now if the owner of the house walks and falls down there, they might have a broken ankle, but I mean, it still kind of makes sense.
Yeah, admittedly, guys, this isn't the type of house to have like a big party in. I mean, you need to climb a ladder to get up to the bedroom, and also there's multiple hazards like falling down here and breaking your legs. So yeah, you got to be a pretty sensible, person to live in a house like this. But it is a pretty cool building.
One thing we could do before we go on to here, we could just go ahead and do the backyard.
You know what? Why don't we do that?
One level.
Let's get into it.
We can go ahead and get that out. Okay. I think there's not so much going on to where it's just too busy and you have to walk around too much. Like if there was a huge pool here, I feel like it would be a lot more busy than it is now. Like I feel like this just single hot tub, if that's what it is, it could just be a small pool, was like the perfect choice, and it like goes with the table.
Oh yeah.
As well.
I was telling you earlier, dude. Me and the one of the builders that built this house have OCD. I think it's because this hot tub is perfectly in line with this table, and yeah, it looks beautiful. It looks so simple, and I love how it's in line. And then it leaves this side on the left here, which is a perfect walkway from the very front of the garden to the very back.
I think I was wrong. I think this is the pool. it works. I mean, but seriously, even like we see these everywhere, the water tables. But like, I cannot stress. I mean, it's becoming a meme at this point, but it is a perfect table. Just the width and then the surface. Like, I don't know if you saw in the last review, like my video. I don't know if it's the same for your shader pack.
Oh yeah.
But just the tone and color and reflection of these tables is perfect.
Oh yeah. I mean, totally doable in survival, right? Totally doable. Completely doable in survival.
Doesn't require world edit
Not at all, you know. Not these rails, not the floating thin slice of water, you know, none of it. Completely doable. Then there's going to be that one person in the comment section that says, it's not doable in survival.
Even this gate, it all like brings it together. Granted, there is nothing really going on this side other than the pathway, but I feel like that's all right because it just kind of organizes things, and that's actually another example of the tidiness of the interior and exterior.
Yeah, it's just got such a clean and nice approach, and it's not overloaded with too many textures. They've kept it relevant, and occasionally they also add this little bush feature where we need a little bit more color, you know. So where it's very white, they just add a few bushes, tall grass, and some plants, and it really does help liven the place up. Like, I love that little idea right there. That's amazing.
I love how they use stairs here to like create that bevel.
Oh yeah, definitely. So effective.
Like, tucked in perfectly. I think people usually make the mistake of just overly using stairs in their builds, but I think they really mastered it here. And then on the top, these are half slabs, so this
Oh wow.
ties in really well. And then the use of the glass bars. It's like
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to you about this earlier. This would be pretty much a flat, plain wall of just pure glass, but these little different colored glass panes right here, they just add that necessary detail that we need to make sure that this wall doesn't look boring, you know? It gives it a little bit of style, and I really do like that.
plus it helps with the glass. Like the glass is a little too clear, so you can sometimes not even notice it's there. But because of that, it helps it look supported still, you know?
Yeah, I think let's get inside, dude, and let's check out the upstairs of the... Oh no, we didn't cover one thing. We almost just missed the kitchen because of me.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the handle on the door.
Oh, crap, we didn't explain it. Guys, look at this. Great idea, by the way, whoever came up with this, Smithers or VGuard. I've not seen this done before yet, and I'm still not sure why I haven't seen someone try this before, or why I haven't thought of it myself. But that is amazing. You're not trying to grab a tree to actually open a door anymore. You've got this really, really sleek little kind of iron, kind of, I don't know, what do we call, like, handle. It's amazing.
And it connects perfectly with this little top feature. Oh, when you fly above it too, it has its own little...
It sticks out like a little bit. You know what, that is actually just perfect. I think everyone's going to be using that now after this video. It is an amazing little touch of detail, guys. Very clever of you to work that out.
Alright, on to the second floor. Or is this...
No, we missed the kitchen, dude. We almost missed the kitchen. I always miss something. Like, you know, whenever I do a build review on a place, they're like, hey, Builds, you missed the basement. I'm like, you kidding me?
That's always the best part.
And you're like, there's a gym down there and a swimming pool. I'm like, ah, crap. But, you know, today, since we've done this review 2 times now, we're going to actually, you know, get this thing all done. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, this is the kitchen.
I think this entire area, even, like, with just this balcony with the speakers and, like, the view, it's really, like, relaxing. I don't know, I'm getting a really calm vibe with this. Oh, and even the view from the outside as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I would love to cook in here and make that chicken.
Make some more chicken, yeah.
The oven too. I pointed this out the last time we tried this, but the oven, like the use of the piston, like that would be like a extended piston, but the piston head like just flew.
Yeah,
off.
taken off. It's just really clever stuff.
It's like a really nice see-through oven, and then like with the hole on top of it, it kind of looks like the burner heating the actual eyes, and then the overhead and everything. It just ties in perfectly, and it matches too because the piston itself has that cobblestone texture.
I also love this little elevation at the back here of the kitchen worktop, which just raised a couple of snow layers and it just kind of bevels over the back, and I think that looks amazing. And of course, if this kitchen, was right up against the glass, it would look really ugly from the outside. So that's what is, put in place right there, just to hide the back of all these hoppers and pistons, and they keep it looking all clean, like, the whole of this build, which is, really cool.
How is it not connecting to the blocks? Is this like a full snow block?
Some world edit magic, dude. Some absolute
Always
world edit magic.
And then we got the continued theme with the tucked in stools.
These
there.
lovely little tucked in stools, and like you said, the balcony which just overhangs onto a view of the living area and a garden. Amazing.
You can still look up and see everything. Speaking of up, should we go ahead and continue on?
We should do it, dude. Let's climb the ladder.
Alright, don't fall. Oh crap.
Broke your legs.
Oh man, another one of those awesome shelves. Gotta
Yeah.
love 'em. And this one actually looks like it has like a clothes hanger like slider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Or
definitely.
it could be a towel rack, I guess.
Yeah, I think this is for like coats, like, they could be like tops and jeans, like, or like trousers. It could be both. I mean, we're limited in Minecraft. Sometimes, on the server we have to imagine. We're like, with the sliding glass door in there.
This is something that I think about everyone does, but it's just, I'd like to kind of surface this design. It's like a very simple drawer. I mean, it's literally a block with a sign on it. But like, despite being so simple, it does work. Like, I love that Minecraft has that ability to just combine stuff and create an entirely new thing.
Yeah, it's just the art of simplicity, really. It is incredible. It's what I say to some of these minimalistic builders, and we don't see many very good minimalistic builders nowadays, but some people can pull off an unbelievably simple house with unbelievably simple furniture. Literally just a few blocks to use to create tables and chairs, and they do it remarkably. It's all about positioning and where blocks are placed to look right, and yeah, they've done a remarkable job with this place.
I also like
Wow.
the placement of the rug, like right under it. It kind of ties the colors in a tad bit, like, because
Mhm.
you got the spruce and then the pure white, but then the gray in the middle helps a lot.
Yeah, just kind of, otherwise the bed would kind of look like slapped down on the floor, and it just kind of helps, like, I guess, separate it, right, from the wooden flooring.
And I did not mention this earlier. I was gonna resist, but the lamp design again. I don't think anyone on my channel has seen that. That is seriously like the best lamp design I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think someone on Wok originally came up with this design on the World of Corrales creative server, and ever since it came out, us modern builders have gone absolutely ham. We've gone mad with it, and yeah, it is just unbelievably simple, but so freaking realistic. It just looks like a lamp.
I don't know if it's the way they did the lighting or just how the player heads work, but if you look under it, it actually looks lit, like it actually does have...
It looks lit. Yeah, it does look lit, dude. I can agree. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it might be something to do with the shaders right here, because I'm getting that same thing. Do player heads generate light? I'm not sure, actually. Do they?
It would be weird because there's a light on top, and so the bottom should be darker rather than...
You know what? You might be right. This might actually be generating light, or we might just be complete noobs in this situation, which my subscribers will definitely pick me up on. But yeah, it's an amazing room, guys. Let's get into the bathroom. Wow.
The bathroom is so simple, but I think, despite the fact that you've got a drone problem when you're showering and stuff, might have a few people peeking in, but like,
Yeah, that
I
is
think
true.
despite that, and I think you pointed out last time, this iron like trapdoor thing could be like a pull-out like cover.
Yeah, like you could press a button on the wall maybe, and it might slide out for a little bit of kind of drone camera protection, or something like that.
It doesn't obstruct the view entirely, but it makes it more difficult. They have to navigate through the little drone hole. But it does use the it does offer the natural light, and I think that definitely helps with modern designs.
Yeah, this is actually probably one of the most simple, good-looking bathrooms I've ever seen before. It is so simple. It really, really is.
And we also pointed this out. I asked about like where the door for the shower was, and you pointed out it requires imagination. And when you really think about it, it does look like it's just closed.
Yeah, just like a closed glass shower door, pretty much.
Or maybe it requires a key, or I don't know. But and I also like that the shower head is just a button. Like those actually exist where they're that simple, and so it makes sense.
Yeah, once again, just that, factor of minimalism, but it does work beautifully well in this particular project. But I think that's about it, dude. I think we've covered everything this time.
I believe so, yeah.
And in how long? About 27 minutes. That's actually fantastic. Great job.
We probably ought to end it now then.
Yeah, sure. Let's get out front. Just show them a final view of the build. I think we are all Gucci. All right. So thank you to everyone for watching today's video, and once again, Z, thank you for joining me for this recording.
Happy to be here, man, as always.
And of course, we hope you guys got some inspiration and building ideas from this video. If you did, please do leave a like on the video. And of course, check Z out in the description of my video. You can check his content out and all that good stuff.
Definitely. And if you have any suggestions for the builder, I'm sure they'll check it out in the comments. Feel free to leave it, as well as maybe your favorite feature about the house.
Yep.
Definitely let us know. And again, there's the builders, Smithers and Dragon. And yeah, I guess that's about all, right?
Yep. So we hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. Stay awesome and stay creative.